ignorant to think that 2 years from now or a year from now, that's too far to think in advance, that I would be sitting on this page like this, Monday through Friday. And if we don't understand the timing of the Lord and to know that the Lord has opened up a portal, and not just for you, but for all of us. My obedience in sitting here is just as important as your obedience to come to the page and then do the things that God has given me to give you to do. We are all in a window that will wait for no one. And if you allow people to blow your time and cause you to miss timing because they have no respect for what time it is in your life. The Bible said there's a time and a season for all things under the sun. There's a time to be born. There's a time to die. There's a time to weep. There's a time to be full of joy. And so the Bible lists all of these times that we have available to us. And the sad thing about it is for you to be doing the right thing at the wrong time. That's a sad thing. Because many of us procrastinate so bad that by the time we get around to doing the right thing, we're in the wrong timing. And let me explain that. Let me just stop and explain that, because this is really heavy on me today. No, I'm really just stirred up about this. When God tells you to do something, or the Lord makes a way for us to do something, and he calls me to sit on this page, and he calls you to come to this page. Remember when I gave you the scripture in Revelations 4:1, where it says that, for I heard a voice calling out, a war voice saying, come up hither, and I may show you all that is to be done. Okay, I want you to understand this, and I'm going to explain this as the best way I possibly can. When the Lord calls you, he clears you. When he calls you, he clears you. Not only does he clear you, but he clears the passageway. He will not permit anything to hinder what he has called you to do. That's why you didn't see that the Bible said, and God began to speak to the demons. He said, I called you in a warring voice, which means I knew you were going to have to come through some things. And that's why the warring voice is to let you know how imperative it is for you to come now. And the warring voice is for every demon that will try to hinder you from coming. Are you hearing that? That's what timing does. That's what timing does. Timing clears the passageway. Timing says, for just this window that I have spoken of concerning you, I'm going to stay the hand of the enemy for a season, because I have called you to sit in something for a season. Are y'all hearing that? When the children of Israel got ready to go across the Red Sea, they walked across on dry land, and the Lord peeled the waters up on both sides of them like walls. Because when I say it's time for you to come out, if I have to cut a pathway through the ocean, I will. If I have to level a mountain, I will. Because when it's my timing, nothing will hinder it, and you can't allow nobody and nothing to hinder it. And it's something how we become so bonded. We become so bonded to things that are a liability to us. We become so bonded to mishaps and failure. until success feels like something awkward to you, because you're so used to fumbling everything that God tells you to do. And so when it's time to be successful, the fear becomes, now it's going too good. So something must be getting ready to happen wrong, because this is too good to be true. Isn't that ridiculous? No, I gotta, no. Isn't that the stupidest thing you ever heard of in your life? That we would pray and strive for God to bring us into a state of what is his divine will for our lives. And when God puts you on this page and start turning your life around and start causing you to do things correctly, start causing you to walk in ways where now you're seeing that you're making headway and you're starting to prosper and your life is starting to line up, the first thought that we go into is something must be getting ready to happen, because this is too good to be true, because we are so used to living our lives fumbling the ball. I'm talking to somebody on this page. And I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse to allow anybody else to fumble with my destiny. Are you hearing this? Are you hearing this? And if you're going with me, you're going with me, because this is the page I'm on today. I'm on this page right here. That the passageway is cleared, and if we come in, we better come now. And if we're going to go to where God says for us to go, and if we're going to go to the place that it's been prophesied, and signs is all around us. The good, the bad, and the indifferent. The good signs are there to show you what direction you ought to go in. And the bad signs are there to show you what you need to cut off and leave. But when you hem-hum around and you procrastinate and walking in divine obedience, what is divine obedience? I can't figure this out. God said my ways are not your ways and my thoughts are not your thoughts. So when I tell you to do something, don't try to get in my mind to figure out what am I saying to you. Your job is to follow my lead. Who am I preaching to today? Because I'm preaching to somebody beside myself. So this thing is on my heart today. This thing is on my heart today. You can't afford to miss no more opportunities. What is failure? What is failure? Missed opportunities. That means in that failure, there was a success for you that you missed. Somebody getting this, because y'all ain't stopped putting up hearts. So this must be our own word that's hitting bullseye today. No. We're going to detour a little bit. Because you know what? We getting ready to go into something serious. This is serious. This is serious. This is nothing to play with. So if I'm going to be sitting here and God has us here. When my cousin called me yesterday, she said something that was so profound. She said, cousin, do you know what? She said, I didn't realize that all this time I just been like I'm spinning my wheels. And I really wasn't doing this thing right. She said, you don't know how I read that whole book and it has unlocked something in me like I cannot even explain. Why? Why? Because the enemy wants us to stay in this level. This page that I was getting ready to go into today, in that second chapter, that's what it talks about right there. That's what it talks about right there. How if you stay in your flesh, if you stay in the outer court, you are just saved. You are just saved. But you are always in warfare about what's in the natural. You are always in warfare about what you need. Because you haven't gone on to what you're supposed to have. And so the enemy want to keep you in the beggar's line. And why do you stay in the beggar's line? You stay in the beggar's line because you won't come to the third dimension when the door is open. And then when you decide that you're coming, there is no more walls up because you missed that season. So now you're trying to come through a high pile of demons. You're trying to come through every demon that have been assigned to that pathway. If God God says that there's a pathway for you to become your entrepreneur, there are demons that sit on that road. There are demons that sit on that road that is destined for none of us to ever walk that road. Period. Let alone walking it again. Period. And those demons are hog-tied when the Lord said it's your turn to come. They can't move. That's when you go into all them things like Ebony, where I just happen to walk in the building and God just happened to tell me to do this, and I get there and the man just give me this, and they don't know me from Adam, and they just start doing work and everything just start falling apart. You know what? Everything just falling in place. That's not luck. What's happening to Ebony is not luck. That is somebody that said, I heard God, I didn't see all of it, but I just started moving. And I just started moving at the sound of his voice and the direction of his command. And when I started moving, all of those demons were held at bay. And every divine connection that I'm supposed to have for this project starts falling in line. And though the demons try to stick their head up, the process is too far gone for the enemy to snatch it now. And we wait too late to pursue after what God said. Who am I talking to today? Let me just look on my other phone, because I just want to see, is anybody feeling this? Is anybody feeling this? Because I'm feeling this today. I'm feeling this today. We wait too long. What if David had waited too long when he came back and saw that all of his family had been taken, and the children and the women had been taken when they came back from war? What if he had waited when he said, God, shall I pursue? And the Lord said, pursue. Oh, I'll pursue tomorrow. Oh, I'll pursue 2 weeks from now. Oh, you know what? He said pursue, but let's just go on and men, let's just have a time of peace, because we just came from war and we all wore out and we all tired and we need to take us a break. No, when God said pursue, they got up and pursued. David went in that temple and grabbed that ephod, and he went before God. And when God said pursue, this is what I'm talking about. If he had gone before God said go, his army and him could have been wiped out too. But David said, I'm going to God. And when he went to God, when we came on this page, and God had begun to talk to us, and the Lord has given us a word and telling us what to do, he's saying pursue now. He's not saying pursue next week. He's not saying wait a while. He's not saying listen to somebody else. He's saying for you to take the reins of what I told you to do and you pursue. Because everybody don't know that God is telling you to pursue. They think it's a good idea when it's a God idea. And when it's a God idea, you got to move when God say move. Or everything that's connected to that move is annihilated. And there you go back to the lane of struggling. And there you go back to the lane of help me, Jesus. There you go back to the lane of, oh Lord, what I'm going to do. I'm not hearing nobody. I'm not hearing nobody. I think somebody's hearing this today. Because every now and then as a mama be on this page, I got to just stop. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Because your way out is already made. You sitting over there counting. You sitting over there counting how much money you got. Oh, so. No, you sitting over there trying to make somebody understand from the supernatural who lives in the carnal. You trying to make somebody understand a vision that God gave you. And sometimes you got to do it yourself. And I just said something right there. Sometimes you got to stop and just do it yourself. Sometimes this is not the job of an assistant. This is not the job of a personal assistant. This is not the job of an administrator. This is not the job of a manager. It's your job. It's your job. Sometimes you got to take the reins. And you got to steer it in the direction God is telling you to steer it in. Because you only got so much time. And your boat only got so much gas. And you only got enough pressure power to get out of this situation that you in. And to head your boat in the direction that God said go in with speed and unapologetic. Anybody hearing what I'm saying today? Anybody hearing what I'm saying today? So for all of y'all that think that I'm on this page talking about, oh, let's pray from the third dimension. This is so good and it's so powerful. No, this is so deep. This is so deep. This is so the hour. This is so the timing of the Lord. This is so the last chance. This is, watch this. This is so the only door. And this is so when I call you and you don't come, you won't get another chance. I sit a prophet down and watch this. And I use her being prophetically to guide all of y'all, me and you. This is divine. This is not Juanita Bynum. This is not me. This is divine. I'm a vessel that's sitting here for both of us. I'm not sitting here for you. I'm sitting here for all of us. For all of us. And we can't afford to miss this timing. This is a divine window. And when you fast, God digs it all up. Some of y'all think right now that you're in warfare. You're not in warfare. You're in revelation. You are not in warfare. You are in revelation. It is now being revealed to you what the true hindrance was. You're not in warfare. You are in divine revelation. And sometimes we want divine revelation to feel like goosebumps and a cloud that's over our head and sunshine that's coming. And ooh, I feel so good. And ooh, the Lord revealed that to me. And sometimes he has to reveal to you a revelation through warfare and chaos so that you can really see what he's trying to say to you. You don't fast and go on a fast and obey God to the letter and God not reveal to you not only his works and not only his plan, but the works of the enemy and where the enemy is sitting at and where you being deceived at and where the scales need to fall off your eyes so you can see as God see. Who am I talking to today? Good Lord have mercy. Who am I talking to today? When he said move, that's what he means. When he said line it up, he means line it up now. I've been talking on this page for the last 6-7 weeks. Some of y'all still ain't sat down and wrote a vision. Some of y'all still can't even follow the directions of order book. You can't even do that. And this ain't about book orders. Trust me when I tell you. Because they're coming in by the hundreds. I just ordered 1,000 books and got to order 1,000 more today. So this is not about me trying to sell you a book. This is about me trying to get you to understand that we sit on this page and I watch some of y'all on this page say, you know what, I don't have a credit card. You know, I don't have $20. But if somebody said to you, you can go to Jamaica and all you need to do is come up with $100 and it'll take care of your fare and hotel for 10 days, you would find it from somewhere. But we used to investing in what brings us no profit. We're used to investing in clothes and blouses and shoes and makeup and hair. When you get through with all of that, you haven't moved in your life. You just look different than yesterday. But you haven't gone any place in your life. Because excuses is the skin of the truth stuck with a lie. I just said something right there. Excuses. Excuses are monuments of nothing. They build bridges to nowhere. And people who use them won't mount up to anything. And that's a quote. Excuses are monuments of nothing. They build bridges to nowhere. And people that use them will become masters of nothing. Of nothing. Because you think that becoming successful is trying to take the whole world with you. You think becoming successful is trying to find everybody that would agree with you. When it's time to go to success, you're going to have to go by yourself. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to somebody right now. I'm talking to somebody right now. I be looking at Rashonda's page all the time. That's the real cute full-figure girl that's got her own clothing business. And you know what? When she was struggling, I've been following that page for a long time. When she was struggling and going through school, all her cut buddies was right there. And everybody, because you know what? Everybody want to be with you when you're struggling. But start being successful and watch how uncomfortable It makes the people who have no intentions of doing nothing and going anywhere and using their past and what happened to them yesterday as an excuse why they are nothing today. Because as long as you nothing and struggling and they struggling, y'all best of friends until you make a decision to move out of that place. And then all of a sudden, her friends became her haters. When she started getting her shops open and cutting deals. And her clothes started going successful. Then all the friends that was with her start hating on her. Because your success becomes your revelator. And that's why the devil don't want you to become successful. Because he's afraid of what your success will really reveal. Now, I just said something right there. I just said something right there. No, somebody need to go tap that screen and tell Rashonda I'm talking about her today. I'm talking about Ebony today. I'm giving you prime examples of what I done watched on this page. Your success is the revealer of all things. You listen. You talking about, Lord, show me? You talking about, God, I just want to know? You got this feeling going down in your spirit, but you just can't seem to find out what it is. Become successful and watch your success reveal to you what it is. Watch your success reveal to you who it is. I'm saying something. I'm saying something today. I'm saying something today. You can, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm on fire right now. I'm on fire right now. I'm on fire right now because we moving into something that we have never had before. And we moving into this thing from the third dimension. And then you got all these outer court people with all these excuses and all this drama and all this, and what we gonna do that? How you gonna do that? You don't need to do that. You thinking too high, you thinking too big, and you thinking too that. No. We did not sit down here since July 2nd to conversate with demons about our destiny. The Bible said when it was time to go to success, God required that they did not consult with flesh. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to on this page? Because we keep on asking too many people how. When the how is in you. Because if the how wasn't in you, they wouldn't be with you. How you think y'all eat when y'all go to the mall? And they always broke. They eat off you. How you think y'all get to the show? They ride in your car. How do you think that they get their hair done and their nails? Because you pay for it. And you ain't hardly got 2 nickels to rub together. But you going to always look out for your friend. And why? How do you think everybody get what they get done? Through you. How you think what they trying to have a little party for Ray and them? How you think the party turned out successful? Because of your decorations. But you don't get that. You don't get that. You don't get that the success of them is you and the failure of you is them. Now, I just said something right there. I just said something right there. I just said something right there. My God from Zion, did he just talk? You don't get it. That their success is you. And your failure is them. Because the relationship is wonderful until you decide to do something about you. Until it's your turn. I'm not hearing nobody talk to me. I'm not hearing nobody say nothing. Y'all, no more. No more. The time is now. The time is now. And you can sit there and say, well, you know what? I just don't know if I can do it. Yes, you will. And guess what? Guess what? Can I just make an announcement right there? How many people have you let do something and messed up something where your life is concerned? We let relationships mess us up. We let friends mess us up. We let boyfriends mess us up. We let husbands mess us up. So now it's your turn. So if it's going to get messed up, then take a turn. take a turn to being messed up because I tried it for myself. And not because somebody else keep on sinking me. I done made up in my mind, whatever I don't know, too bad. God gonna have to teach me, because I'm going it. And if I have to go by myself, I will. I will. I'm not stupid. I'm not illiterate. You're not crazy. You're not retarded. You got good sense. And you intelligent. And when you stop drinking that stupid juice and get yourself together and write down your vision and know where you're going. See, the only people that shake when stuff starts shaking is people that don't know where they're going. You don't know where you're going because you don't know where you've been. And you don't know the value of now because you're still in the chaos of tomorrow. Now faith was for a reason. Now faith was for a reason. Now faith was for you to get in the belief of something now. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Who am I saying something to? Who am I talking to right now? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, maybe God just brought all this down on me today. But the devil is a lie. Because somebody on that page is sitting there just like I'm sitting here. And he talking to somebody just like he talking to me. And I came live today to tell you, I'm not retreating. I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm not waving the rag of surrender. And I'm not asking nobody to help me but God. And he gonna do just what he promised. I don't think y'all get it. Whatever you done been through, you're the same you. You just got a few more scars to show for it. And that right there should be an added bonus called common sense now. That right there should be an added bonus that says, okay, I get it. Dun, 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 dun. This scar right here gonna remind me. See, I got some scars. But my scars are revealers. And my scars is my personal assistants. My scars is my manager. My scar says to me, don't ever trust nobody with your bank account again. My scar says to me, talk for yourself. Don't let anybody speak for you. My scars tell me, make your own decisions and pray about it. And when you make one, you stick to it and you go with what God said and not with what somebody else think you should do. But y'all too busy licking y'all scars and calling them wounds and babysitting them and put fresh band-aids on them and having a funeral for them and having a memorial for them every year around this time. You can't get out the bed, and every year around this time I feel sick, and every year around this time I remember what Joe Blow did to me, what this one did to me. Instead of taking the scars and saying, these are my revealers and these are my personal assistants and these are the ones that tap me on my shoulder and say, don't do that. Don't do that like that. Remember the scar? That's how you got it. Who's he talking to today? Who's he talking to today? Now this one is the one you need to share. Because a whole lot of people is on the verge of missing your final hour. This is the final hour. Where y'all think we're going? You on this? Where you think you're going? Oh, so some demon done told you you got 2-3 more years? No, you got a window. You got a window to plant your idea in the spirit realm. You got a window to put into motion what God is saying. And I'm not talking about money, because it don't cost you nothing to write something down. It don't cost you nothing to go in magazines and tear out pictures and saying, this is the way my barbershop gonna look, or this is the way my beauty shop gonna look. It don't cost you nothing to do that. But it costs you everything when you do nothing. It don't cost you nothing to do something, but it will cost you everything to do nothing. And that is the word of the day. That right there is the word for today. And you talking about you don't believe? Okay, well, we're going to solve that. Because Thursday and Friday, I'm going live from the sanctuary, and I'm teaching for 2 days on the power of operating in real faith. I'm not coming on tomorrow. This right here is going to sit right here until this sink in all of us that you ain't got tomorrow. You got right now. If you don't operate in this faith now, You missed the divine window. And when you miss the divine window, everybody that God had planted along the highway to be there. So I can see this right now in a vision. I can see this thing right now. I can see all of our roads that the Lord has planned for us. And everybody that's supposed to be our divine connections, they lined up on the side of the roads with briefcases and checks. And they waiting for you to get there while you detouring and playing with Bookie them. While you over there hot-shotting John with somebody stressing you out and making you cry because you went on to be successful and they being a hater now. And you worried about what they got to say and what they think. And that person that's on that highway down there, the Lord said to them, be there on Friday at 6 o'clock. And I want you to stay there because I'm going to cause them to go to the beauty shop, and they're going to be sitting in the beauty shop, and they're going to decide not to get their hair done today. They're going to be on their way down this highway, and they're going to have a flat tire, and they're going to get out, and you're going to be in a car, and y'all going to meet, and y'all going to start talking, and they're going to ask you what you do. You're going to ask them what they do, and you are their divine connection. But when you start talking about, well, let me go over here and get Johnny, oh, I got to go pick my friend up because she want her hair done too, and she broke and going to stay broke because she ain't doing nothing for her life. So now you late for your divine appointment fooling with somebody else. So then when you get to where you going, all you got left is a broke down car standing out in 90-degree weather, and a dead cell phone, and a friend sitting in the car who can't help you do nothing. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying to your real church, the one that sits in here. Time is running out. Okay, that's the name of this tape. Time is running out. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, shoulda been gone out of your life. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. I will not continue to live my life in the outer court, talking to a crowd of people who don't know how to go to the third dimension and possess what God says belongs to us. I refuse to be the tail because I am the head. I refuse to be beneath when he said I am above. What about you? What you gonna do about you? What you gonna do about you? I know what I'm gonna do about me because I'm already doing it now. Now, everybody and everything got to go. You can't see my vision, I can't teach it to you. How do I know you're supposed to be around me? Because you are grabbing in the spirit. Because it's supposed to be a divine connection. You're trying to show your friends, and your friends is your failures. Because divine connections is people that they don't know you. But guess what? They're in a hurry too. And they have the same respect for time. And that's why when you get with your divine connection, it's a breeze. It feels easy. They get it. You ain't got to keep on repeating it over and over and over and over and over and over again. You ain't got to keep on saying, didn't I tell you? And what if I, but no. They're forward thinkers. They done already been up the road and around the corner. When you get there and say, what about this? I already took care of that. Because when it's a divine connection, they're being instructed from a divine place by a divine spirit. Because what God is doing for you is not in this natural realm. It is in the spirit realm. And I refuse to keep it lingering out here in chapter 2. In the outer court. Oh, you got time to get the book. Because we're not coming back to this book until Monday. Because I'm not going to half teach this chapter. This chapter right here, I'm not going to half teach. No. We're not going to hurry through this one. Because I want you to see how deadly it is and what you're fighting against in society when everybody's like roaches scrambling around on the same level. And as long as you in the scramble, may the best man win. But when I'm in a divine place, my steps are ordered by God and my success is the inevitable. You got that? All the Bummer Bees got that? Start putting up some hearts. Because ain't nobody mad but the devil. And ain't nobody mad but somebody that don't want to go on the destiny. Ain't nobody mad but somebody that want to suck on a sugar tit. And want somebody to keep carrying you. Ain't no more hip babies. That's another reason why I shut down my inbox. Because as hard as I'm teaching on this page, I got the same people that saying amen, coming out, oh, I'm just going through something. No, I'm not carrying you. No, I'm carrying the weight of the world. I can't carry you. You can't get on my back. You can't get on my hip. Don't hold on, and certainly don't hold on to my ankles. Because then you hinder me from where I'm going. I'm not carrying anybody. I'm going to give you the word of the Lord. I'm going to give you the word of truth. And we're going to go through this book right here. And we're going to get our mindsets in the right place. And we're going to get rid of everything and everybody that's hindering us. Because see, you know what you got to do now? You got to choose. And that's the hard part. You got to choose between who you love and yourself. Now you got to choose between who you love and destiny. Let me tell you something about friends. Friends is going to be right where you left them. I have gone on with my life, and I have come back to the same place, and people at the same place I left them. I done been a nobody, a somebody, a nobody again, and now I'm back to being somebody, and them same friends ain't changed. You know why they haven't changed? Because I was success for them. But had I stayed there, they were failure for me. So you got to decide today. Are you going to be somebody else's success and allow somebody else to be your failure? Or are you going to grow up and get in that third dimension so we all can go to destiny? Anybody want to go? Order this book. Order this book. That was an instruction given to you by God. I don't care if you got to go and borrow the money. I don't care if you got to go borrow $20. Because when it's time to get your hair done, you don't have no money either. But you find it. When it's time to get your nails done and all them stones and all that foolish stuff that y'all put on y'all nails, where you can't even pull your stockings up and about can't even wipe yourself when you go to the bathroom, you go find the money. When you want a pair of shoes, you go find it. When little Ray Ray wants some more Timberlands like that little boy acting a fool in that barbershop, you go find it. It only becomes a struggle and it only becomes difficult when you decide to do something about you. You don't have no warfare when you buy Ray Ray's Timberlands. You don't have no warfare when you buy your daughter some Jordans. You ain't got no warfare when you taking her to get her hair braided and get a weave at 15 when she don't even need no weave at 15. You don't have no warfare when you spending your money on everybody else and doing everything else for everybody else. It only becomes I'm in spiritual warfare when it's time for you to do something about you. You need to get that. Now that needs to sink in your head real deep today. I'm out. I'm out. And that is a word from the Lord. I'm out.